Okay, so if I'm being honest, today's video is probably a little late. However, I've seen a theory floating around Twitter, mainly, that has really caught my attention a lot. And so today, I desperately want to talk about this and present it to all of you, as I think this could be genuinely incredible if true. Now, I do firstly just want to clarify here that this is in no means my own theory at all. It actually comes from this particular user on Twitter, so shout out to them. I'm simply going to be kind of presenting this theory to all of you in this video, because I just think it's that good and I need to share it around, because quite frankly it's fantastic. Oh, and also this theory does tie heavily into the Garmadon comic series that is currently ongoing at the moment, so if you haven't read any of those, this theory most likely is kind of pointless and won't make much sense to you. But regardless though, this is a quick warning that this is awesome to hear, regardless of if you actually know any details of not, so consider sticking around for that. But first of all, the theory basically goes, and I'm just going to kind of read and sum up what this tweet here says. Lord Mogra wants to essentially destroy Garmadon. He stole his helmet along with his army. To top this off, he chooses a bone axe as his main weapon. Well, does this ring any bells to any of you? Well, to me, it does sound a lot like Samukai, and to pile onto this theory, this could actually be a revived Samukai of sorts. Perhaps Samukai before he ended up as a skeleton. They both share a design that vaguely does resemble each other, and the design of Lord Mogra does kind of seem as though a more humanoid version of the skulking Samukai design that we've got going on. And so, what if this is just kind of a resurrected version of him, and Mogra from the comics could be what Samukai used to look like before he was a skeleton, and what we're seeing of him in the comics is almost like this revived version of him. This theory is pretty insane for a few reasons. First of all, it's just so kind of out there and so unique, I guess. We haven't really had any sort of potential scenario that seems anything like this, and so this would be a big first for Ninjago, and I think it would bring a lot to the table in terms of the story of the Garmadon comics, and would also kind of do an even better job of tying everything together from the show, especially the very early parts of the show, up to the present day in terms of these comics. I think it would be really awesome to have this all tied together, and on top of that, it would just be a really fantastic plot twist overall. And on top of that, once again, I think there is honestly a fairly good chance of this actually being true. I mean, a lot of it does line up, especially when you consider the fact that, once again, this Mogra guy has kind of almost stolen the resurrected Garmadon's army because of the fact that, well, he now has Ultraviolet working for him. I think it would make a lot of sense, and the fact that the comics are building up to this big fight between Mogra and Garmadon, I think there is a big connection there because, of course, Samukai and Garmadon also used to have that kind of connection. And so this being a revived version of Samukai would be insane, and I would love to see this happen. And I mean, if this does happen, we don't really have too much of a long wait, I guess, because the next issue is meant to be coming out in October, I believe. So, yeah, overall, this is absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait to see if this actually happens, and I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this down below in the comments. So with this being said, what do you guys think about this? Do you like this theory? Do you not like it? Do you disagree? Do you agree? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. I would love to hear them. With all this being said, if you did enjoy today's video, feel free to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more just like this, and hit that notification bell so you guys can be the first to watch my new videos as soon as they do come out. And with this being said, I'll see you all in my next video coming very, very soon. Goodbye.